Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
9년 전 한국에서의 새로운 출발을 위해 부산을 처음 찾은 프랭크. 부산의 자연과 사람, 부산에서 누리는 모든 것을 사랑하는 그는 부산의 변함없는 한대에 늘 감탄합니다.
I think that Busan people are actually very, very kind and very welcoming. If I seemed a little lost, there was always someone that was there to ask me if I needed help. They're more seriously friendly than it's very serious. I very seriously want to help you.
부산의 한결같은 모습도 늘 감동을 주지만 이제는 부산의 미래를 꿈꾸며 2030년 부산의 새로운 도약을 기대합니다.
Busan people are very proud of their city. They want to share the city with everyone. If we get the World Expo, it'll really put Busan on a global map.
세계 박람회가 어울리는 도시, 미래를 향한 힘찬 도약. 부산에서 출발한 파도는 이미 세계를 향해 뻗어나가고 있습니다. 2030 부산 세계 박람회. 부산이 시작하고 대한민국이 함께 이뤄갑니다. 이 캠페인은 지역과 함께하는 든든한 동반자 BNK 부산은행과 함께합니다.
Coming up next is Inside Out Busan with Min-Soo Shin. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Hello. 안녕하세요, 여러분. This is Inside Out Busan, and I'm your host, Min-Soo Shin. How are ya? Now, did you know that there is no age cutoff? There's no age limit, no 제한 when it comes to learning how to dance. These days, dancers, singers, idol groups, they emphasize the catchy portions of their songs, usually called the chorus, with easy to dance to challenges right before they release, let's say, their single or their album. And these days, it's not just for the kids. People of all ages, from teens to even busy office workers, to, let's say, stay-at-home moms and dads, and even 몸치's, people that have 2 left feet, people that have 3 left feet, like me, right, who is just so bad at dancing that are joining the dancing craze. Do you want to join in? Let's do it.
Giving it all on up to you.
Straight on fighter. Fresh. 빛이 나는 소리 찰칵 썰어다 뒤집어줘 발칵 미카사 수카사 칠레 you know cash 난번 다음 찢었네 Do you really wanna romance 이건 내 방식의 talking Chile Taste like chili Philly Dilly Taste like chili Philly Dilly And it tastes like chili Philly Dilly Tastes like chili Philly Dilly Lady 보이지 않아 더 걸어간 내일이 오지 않을 것처럼 굴어가 세상을 거꾸로 봐니 자신에게 물어보니 나 여기에 있는 이 따끔한 맛 Taste your trash 주워 담기엔 바빠 쉬는 날 정원 가고 기다리는 나의 flower Chile you know Fish 뜨거운 스코핀 가져와봐 내 앞에 심해 yeah gimme yeah Chile Tastes like chili Philly Dilly Tastes like chili Philly Dilly And it tastes like chili Philly Dilly Tastes like chili Philly Dilly Lady 보이지 않아 더 걸어간 내일이 오지 않을 것처럼 굴어가 세상을 거꾸로 봐니 자신에게 물어보니 나 여기에 있는 이유 We keep it spicy Chili Tastes like chili dilly, dilly. Tastes like
And that was Hwasa with Chili. Chili to start off our show. That's her new single, I do believe. Welcome to the program, everybody. This is 인싸의학 Busan. I'm your host, Min-Soo Shin. Happy Tuesday, y'all. So maybe some of our listeners, while you were tuning into our opening track, you might have been, I don't know, dancing along a little bit. Have you seen already? I don't think she has like an official music video for this song yet. And I don't think she's performed it live on any, those countdown programs, but people are just swarming over probably the chorus portion of this song, right? The song Chili, because it's a very trendy trend, I guess, on social media right now. A lot of people are uploading their own versions, their own renditions of Hwasa's Chili. And not just this, you might have seen hashtags like pound smoke challenge. That's that one song. Also, a lot of these songs are getting a lot of attention due to the Street Woman Fighter program that has a lot of these women dance teams kind of squaring off against each other. The smoke challenge. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this. Now, if, the more casual dancer / amateur / just the public in general, people like you and me, if they're getting in on the Hwasa Chili challenge, for the smoke challenge, though, have you seen people do this? 이거는 그냥 일반 사람이 하는 춤은 아닌 것 같습니다. This is just my personal opinion. You have to be pretty gifted in the art of dance, especially hip-hop dance, to be able to do the smoke challenge. So it's heating up these days, and just various other dances have been just blowing up on social media, not because the song is good, not because people are enjoying just listening to it, but because they want to get in on the challenge phenomena, trying to kind of do their own rendition of a portion of the choreography, okay? And these dance challenges, the reason why a lot of people are getting in on it, because it doesn't take up too much time, too much practice, or even like facilities. You don't need like a huge dance studio to partake in something like this. Usually the key choreography, 그 핵심 부분 있잖아요, like of the song, it's easy to learn, can be followed by anyone, even those who aren't good at dancing. 포인트 안무는 몸치일지라도 쉽게 따라할 수 있잖아요. And the choreography industry, the dance industry, they tend to change the choreography more so maybe for people to get in on, especially, people watching on those smaller screens, let's say on your smartphone or on your tablet PC, just to hone in on the one portion they want to focus on. So I don't know, maybe if you've had a tough day and have you ever wanted to crank up your favorite tunes, maybe in the car, maybe on your headphones, just kind of blow off steam? Why not do a little dance along with it? Any type of movement like a dance can actually not only keep you entertained while listening to the song, but also reduce stress, anxiety, increase self-esteem. And this is all according to medical research. 그래서 여러분, if you were to, try out any dance challenges that are on social media these days, 좀 많잖아요. Would you like to learn any of the choreography? 만약 댄스 챌린지에 도전한다면 혹시 배워보고 싶은 댄스 안무가 있습니까? I'll give you a couple choices and you could add your own if you have any. Like the two that I mentioned already, the smoke challenge, 그 수파 노래죠. 이거는 조금 난이도가 좀 높습니다. Or maybe take on the Hwasa's Chili challenge, right? Dancing along to Hwasa's Chili choreography. 그리고 뉴진스의 Super Shy challenge도 있습니다. If you type in hashtag super shy challenge, you see a lot of people getting in on New Jeans choreography. 그리고 이건 조금 됐는데 still hot these days. A lot of people still trying this out. 싸이의 that I like that 그 노래 있잖아요. Hashtag that challenge. Would you like to try any of these? Or, I don't know, give me a dance challenge or choreography that you always wanted to try out. Maybe before, when Gangnam Style was huge, you tried out that dance challenge. There's so many dance challenges to try out these days. have you tried just any challenge in general on social media? Maybe I could even ask you that. Let me know. Pound 9050, shop 9050 will cost you 101. You could let us know on our Kakao Talk, or you could chat with us on our YouTube. We are live right now, all right? I'll be waiting for all your messages. Time to get to today's News Bites. Time for News Bites. We have BFM newscaster Annie back with us here in the studio. Hi, Annie.
Hi.
How you doing?
Seemingly worse,
Oh,
but like
that's-
my condition's okay. It's
Okay.
just the cough.
Oh, I was asking about just your condition overall. Cough, who cares?
I feel fine.
Okay. I just want to know if we have happy Annie, if we have tired Annie, if we have angry Annie today. I don't think I've ever seen angry Annie.
No, I don't get mad.
Don't
I
want
cry
to
before
though.
I get mad.
Oh, okay.
I'm one
I
of
don't want to
those
see
people.
crying Annie either. Okay. Annie, have you ever? I feel like now this is just me assuming,
Mm-hmm.
right? Have you tried any of these dance challenges on social media? I'm gonna think no. Me just knowing, from what I know you,
Yeah.
right? What I know of you, I feel like this is something that's kind of like not your territory.
Definitely is not, but I will let you in on a little secret. When I was
Okay.
in high school,
Okay.
that was during Psy's Gangnam Style,
Nah.
I was in the K-pop dance group.
Oh.
So we did a little remedy. Ugh, I am not a dancer.
No.
I'll tell you that.
If you actually done something like that, I feel like something like that has been recorded and it's out there in the world somewhere.
Don't look for it.
Now,
I know exactly where it
see,
is.
when you tell me not to do something, Annie, I'm going to do the exact opposite. Not only am I going to look for it, I'm going to turn that into a video. And no, I'm not going to show
man.
anybody, but I will spread it around to BFM.
I do really want to try the chili dance, though.
The chili, it looks simple enough. Right, I was
Not for me, my limbs.
I was just trying to like doing like this in the car, and then I
Oh.
stopped. And I stopped like what am I doing? Right? I should both hands on the wheel. No, but this is something that even having that bomb, that kind of wanting to try it
Yeah.
out, a lot of people are actually. It starts with that.
There are some good dancers nowadays.
There are. And here's me watching these people dance on my feed, social media feed. I'm like, how do they get that good? How do they get that good? Me, I bet you
born with it.
however many hours I put into practice, I will look not even close to like how they're doing it.
I need like frame by frame.
Oh,
I need to know exactly where my body's going.
oh, that's a lot of frames actually, even like a 30-second clip. So, folks, me and Annie, not the dance. Actually, Annie might be a little bit more than me if she looks like
Highly
she
doubt it.
has some kind of background in K-pop. Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Let's get to today's news bites. What do you have?
Yes, a bit of news. So, North Korean boat apparently illegally crossed a northern limit line. So another loophole has been revealed in the surveillance and monitoring of the EC's northern limit line, or NLL, is what you'll see in the news. A maritime demarcation line kind of between North Korea and South Korea. So early this morning, a small wooden boat carrying 4 North Koreans crossed the NLL, entering the waters off of Sokcho. The point that is kind of causing concern here is that the South Korean military had failed to find the North Korean ship, or boat, I should say, until a civilian fishing boat discovered and reported it at about 7:10 a.m. This kind of shows the fault in their surveillance of the area. A National Intelligence Service, or NIS official, confirmed the crossing, stating that it is true that 4 North Korean personnel who expressed intentions to defect crossed the line through the EC, and they explained that a joint intelligence investigation will be conducted with relevant agencies under the Integrated Defense Act.
Okay, so before the joint intelligence investigation takes place, do we have any more details of just how it went down, what they know so far?
Yes, so the South Korean military authorities picked up North Korean military movement near the NLL before 4 a.m. And so they sent out a patrol plane and high-speed boat, but were not able to actually locate the wooden boat until the civilian called it in. And when they found it, the wooden boat was about 40 to 50 kilometers south of the NLL, meaning towards us.
Yeah.
And they were not able to confirm why the North Korean military had made movements that they picked up on their end at that hour. But it is believed that they had picked up the movements, they meaning North Korea, had picked up the movements of the possible defectors and then launched a search.
Okay.
But to the criticism, the South Korean Navy explained that they are always in this military readiness posture. They were not lazy at all. And that while the West Sea's NLL is shorter and has many islands, the East Sea side is over 400 kilometers long with no islands and is therefore quite difficult to catch every single boat, especially a small wooden one on their radars.
Yeah. I mean, even with the best technology, sometimes I guess it could slip through.
Yeah.
Right. But probably more when they do investigations and surveys, whatever they need to get all the details out. I'm sure more will be brought to light. Definitely keep us in the loop on that. What's next?
I brought a little Fukushima wastewater release update.
We haven't had this in a while.
Right. So the Japanese government said today that the release of wastewater from the Fukushima nuclear power plant is proceeding safely as they have planned, as of course 2 months has passed since they began. So Japanese Chief Cabinet Secretary Hirokazu Matsuno, he's a spokesperson for the Japanese government, said at a press conference that they recognize there are cold responses spreading internationally based on scientific knowledge. And also regarding China and Russia, which have banned imports of Japanese seafood, he stressed that it is extremely regrettable as such a measure cannot be called a response based on scientific grounds. And he added that the Japanese government is demanding immediate withdrawal of the ban.
Okay. Let's get to details on the numbers. What are they looking like so far?
Well, Tokyo Electric Power Company, or TEPCO, released 7,788 tons of wastewater in the first round that we already know of. And the second round, they discharged 7,810 tons, which wrapped up just yesterday. So tritium concentration levels during the second release was well below the standard, as we want it to be, showing no safety issues according to TEPCO. And an International Atomic Energy Agency, or IAEA, investigation team, which is consisting of experts from 11 different countries, they are conducting on-site verifications up until the 27th.
Okay, so that's the latest in terms of the wastewater release at Fukushima, and I'm sure more to come.
I believe there are 2 more releases until March.
Okay, all right, definitely fill us in on those, okay? Let's get to our last bit of news.
Yes, of course, we do have to go back to Gaza and Israel. So Hamas has released 2 hostages on Monday local time, as many may have seen. They were Israeli citizens Nurit Cooper, who is 79, and Yosheved Lifshitz, who is 85 years old. They were abducted from their homes on October 7th, their initial raid. And their spouses, actually, who are 85 and 83 respectively, were also kidnapped and actually are still being held by Hamas. A Tel Aviv hospital official stated that the 2 women appeared to be in okay medical condition.
Okay.
They were talking and resting. And on Friday local time, Hamas also released 2 American hostages. That was Judith Tai Ranan and her 17-year-old daughter, Natalie Ranan. So that brings up the total to 4 people released from Hamas. Yosheved's daughter shared with the media that her mother is quite keen to pass on information to possibly help free more people.
Okay, so the latest in terms of the hostage situation that has been taking place. What's going on in terms of aid being provided to Gaza?
Not enough, I guess, but Gaza's largest hospital is on the brink of collapse as they are very quickly running out of fuel, which would kill the children who are relying on incubators, as well as those who are in need of any ventilators and such.
Yeah.
However, a top Israeli official said no fuel will be allowed to enter because it could be stolen by Hamas, which is quite a grim statement here. A convoy of humanitarian aid trucks delivered water, food, and medicine to the Gaza Strip on Monday local time, but this is not looking to be nearly enough to help any of those trapped inside.
Yeah. For both sides, I do hope that they're keeping in mind just the people that actually aren't part of this, right?
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to children. So I'm hoping both sides can work out some way to get, especially children and the people in need, especially at hospitals, the needed fuel to keep any facilities and equipment running that they depend on, right? That their lives depend on. So, so that's the current situation right now. Thank you so much, and continue to provide us updates on what's going on in the region. That will do it for today's News Bites. Annie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I will be searching far and wide for that clip or that video of
Please
you.
don't.
Okay? We'll see you back here tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm a mess, 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 mess. I'm a mess, 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 mess. I'm a mess in distress, but we're still the best. Dress fearless, say yes. We don't dress to impress.
괜찮단다 뭐래도 거짓말인 걸 난 알아.
괜찮겠지 뭐래도 착한 얼굴에 네 말 잘 들을 땐 괜찮잖아 그런 건 내 룰은 나만 정할래 yeah. 볼 거야 금지된 걸 Never hold back 더 자유롭게 Boom 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 내 심장이 뛰네 Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom 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 내 심장이 뛰네 Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom 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 I wish for what's forbidden Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom 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 I wish for what's forbidden Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom 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 I'm a mess, 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 mess I'm a mess, 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 mess I'm a mess in distress but we stay the best dress Fearless, say yes We don't dress to impress
웃어 더 인형이 되렴 덮어 다 감정 따윈 다 시도 난 인형이 아니야 찡그린데도 그것도 나야 보지 말란 보고파 날 둘러싼 이 금기들 yeah. 그날의 이불처럼 Take it on the chain I know I like that Boom 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 내 심장이 뛰네 Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom 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 내 심장이 뛰네 Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom boom boom
I wish for what's forbidden
Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom boom boom
I wish for what's forbidden
Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom boom boom
What you waiting for 이게 바라기면 we far 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 What you looking for 원한다면 now we fall we fall we fall
Boom 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 내 심장이 뛰네 Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom boom boom
Boom boom boom 내 심장이 뛰네
Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom boom boom
Girl wanna have fun Girl wanna have fun
Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom boom boom
Girl wanna have fun Girl wanna have fun
Get it like boom 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 Get it like boom boom boom
And that was Les Seraphim with Eve, Psyche, and the Bluebeard's Wife. That's another one of those, I think, dance challenges that's on social media these days. I can't even keep up these days, right? If people usually K-pop idols, stars, groups, if they want their song to go big, they have to upload a dance challenge because the more people get in on the dance challenge, the more their kind of song kind of gets out there. So yeah, if every idol group or artist is going to be doing this, I can't imagine, at least myself, keeping up with all the trends and all the challenges. We'll probably hear from somebody a little bit younger, just a little bit younger than me, in just a little bit of what she thinks of these dance challenges. Maybe she's in on it. I don't know. We're going to have to ask. But thank you so much for tuning in. First hour of In싸의학 Busan. You like how I'm not giving you the mic? To No, she's not here. Hailey cannot speak yet. Okay. You are tuned into In싸의학 Busan, first hour of our show. Let's fill you in on the weather and traffic. Currently 18 degrees our city is averaging. Tomorrow expecting morning low of 14 and an afternoon high of 23. We are into the last stretch of autumn? 벌써요? Well, according to the calendar, because it's known as 상강 right now, and this is supposed to be the onset of frosty weather. No, thank goodness, right? The weather and the season does not move according to the calendar. So as pleasant fall continues here in Busan under sunny skies, tomorrow, good news, right? So as long as you dress well for the weather, it's going to be a good day to spend some time outside. 오늘은 절기상 서리가 내린다는 상강입니다. 내일 부산은 날씨가 따뜻한 편이라고 하네요. So more autumn days ahead, right? We'll let you know once, right before winter hits. I'm already dreading. I mean, I like it more than summer, but I'm going to be complaining a little bit too during the winter. So you could count on that. When it comes to the traffic, we have congestion on 중앙대로 from Busan City Hall Junction going towards Yeonsan Junction. There's also congestion on Pyeonglo from Guseo Interchange going towards Kumjang Police Station. And then we have slow-moving traffic on Suyeong Gangbyeon대로 from Centum City Junction towards the Olympic Dongsan Three-Way intersection. Everybody drive safe, be safe, all right? So I want to find out from you, listeners, have you been getting in on any of the dance challenges on your social media? So let's ask the youngest person here in the studio, who's just younger, just a little bit. Hailey. Hi, Hailey.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Or
So-
as we used to say back in my day, banga banga. No?
Does it does that hint at your age? How old were you when they were saying panga panga?
I mean, like I just started speaking. Like my first words were like 엄마, 아빠, banga banga.
When panga panga was a thing, what was I doing? I think I was here. No, wait, no. I might
At BFM?
No, just in Korea. In Korea, no. It's been a while since I've been at BFM too, but yeah. So once again, Hailey, just a little bit, just slightly, just a little bit than me.
Tiny bit.
Have you seen any of these dance challenges on social media?
Yeah, because I'm a huge fan of Supa, Street Woman Fighter. So yeah, I was definitely in the Hey Mama.
Which? Hey, mama.
Yeah.
저도 기억난다. What team are you rooting for on Supa?
Wolflow. Go Wolflow, yeah.
Really?
I'm all for old
I
school
haven't heard
hip-hop.
anybody, rooting for Wolflow.
We're underground.
I'm, I don't want to be with like the rest of the crowd and say, Jam Republic. They are really good though, but
They're amazing.
I'm rooting for 1 million. Actually, and they were kind of like in the spotlight because of
the group chat, the mega crew.
that
Yeah.
and just the success that their choreography has seen with the Hwasa's Chili Challenge.
That's true.
Right? So it's because of programs like Supa, a lot of these dance challenges have been on social media and everybody's getting in on it. You don't have to be a dancer to do these challenges, okay? Hailey, even you, even me.
I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't have to be a dancer? Yeah.
Would you ever try?
I mean, not on my social media is very private. It is my last shred of privacy. But I mean, do I try it in the privacy of my own room / when I'm in the shower? Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, even when I know I'm by myself, nobody's watching, and this is just for my own sake.
Well, yourself is watching. And
exactly.
And he is the harshest critic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what goes through my mind. I was like, what am I even doing trying to like attempt this? Right? So I was out, right? So this is something that I don't know, maybe it's just showing my age a little bit. Maybe it's the 아재미 coming out. 그런 걸 쓸데없어. 막
You know,
그런
if
걸
you
왜
were
해?
a true 아재, you wouldn't care.
Oh, really?
Because 아재s just don't care.
See, my true 아재
Yeah.
form this isn't my
You
final
gotta break out. You gotta
final
break out,
form yet.
channel your inner 1 million. And yeah, it's gotta do it.
My inner 1 million.
Yeah.
So yeah, folks, we want to hear from you as well. Would you ever get on this dance challenge, this trend that's going on? We have Toki님 saying 오늘 오늘
There we go.
수업하는
Another.
날이에요?
It's Tuesday nights.
토끼님 say 저는 스모크 챌린지에 완전히 빠졌어요.
Yeah.
Go 바다. Because 바다 was the one that
She is
won
the one.
the choreography for smoke challenge.
Everyone's
right?
girl crush.
Yeah, people are going crazy over that. Especially with the smoke challenge, though, I feel like you have to actually be a dancer to attempt, even like come close.
It's
to
hard.
doing
It's a
that.
hard dance.
그거는 조금 어려워요. But stuff like Chili, they like the New Jeans, Super Shy, even going as far back as that with Psy.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a little bit more easier,
I think the
more for the
original
public.
goes back to Zico, 아무 노래.
Yes.
And even my dad knows it, not the dance, but the song. And he rides the subway for free. So yeah, I mean, it is a mainstream.
나보다 잘한다.
Right.
나보다 잘한다. I had caught on super late on that one too. Folks, let us know. Let's get to today's IOB 5분 상식. time for IOB's 5분 상식, getting you in the know. Some of the most trending, useful, need-to-know words and expressions. 5분만 들으면 유식해지는 시간인데요. 오늘은 뉴스에 자주 언급되는 스위스프랑에 대해 알아보도록 하겠습니다. Good evening, this is Minsu Shin from IOB News. We have with us Hailey, our economic analyst. Hailey, 전달해 주시오.
Good evening, Minsu. It's been 3 weeks since Hamas launched the attack on Israel, with the death toll climbing from both sides. Due to this very uncertain international situation, the franc has risen in recent days to its highest value against the euro in this year, and it is fast approaching an all-time high.
So, tell me, what exactly is a franc? It's an abbreviation for the name France, and you mentioned the franc soaring due to the conflict between Hamas and Israel. I'm a bit confused. What's the connection there?
No, not France. The Swiss franc. It is a unit of currency. The Swiss franc is widely considered to be a safe asset by investors globally. So in a crisis times like this, investors tend to flock to the Swiss franc.
Okay, that makes a little sense. Then, as an economic analyst, are you saying that maybe I should move my money to Switzerland too? 제 돈도 스위스 프랑으로 환전해야 합니까?
Well, it depends. How liquid is your asset? How much money do you have in your checking account?
이건 좀 TMI인데 12만 4천 원요.
Dollars?
아니요, 원.
One?
네.
Oh, I don't think you have anything to worry about, because after dinner, isn't that just going to be gone?
맞네요. Good point. Hailey, our economic analyst. 감사합니다. I couldn't do the 애교 towards the end.
No, I didn't want.
want.
No, nobody wants that.
Yes. So I saved your ears, ladies and gentlemen. But in the news, right, the Swiss franc, as some people, might pronounce it as prang. I think that's probably more closer to
Franc.
franc, right? 스위스 프랑이 도대체 무엇입니까?
Right. This is the legal currency, the tender of not only Switzerland, but also Liechtenstein. It is the only franc that's actually used in Europe, or issued and used in Europe, because, of course, everybody else uses the euro.
Yes.
So the Swiss franc is the 7th most traded currency in the world, and considering Switzerland's and Liechtenstein's population, that is impressive.
Okay. So currently the Swiss franc, it's going up because this is due to, people say, the conflict in the Middle East. Is there a connection between the currency and what's going on over there?
Right. So in times of global uncertainties, investors want security more than anything. So the franc is considered a safe asset because Switzerland, it's a stable economy. It holds, it's a treasury for, I guess, every single rich person on earth. And of course, it's safe from the political environment. So when there's uncertainty, investors tend to seek safety, such as the Swiss franc. So the tensions in the Middle East, they make investors nervous, so they move their money to safe currencies like the franc, which drives up its value.
Okay. In general, are there specific times when the Swiss franc typically increases?
So geopolitical tensions, wars, a conflict, and other economic issues are all drivers, because investors consider it a safe haven currency, so the value rises in response to global crises. So that means the franc's popularity stems from its status as a perennial safe haven currency, and many governments and other entities hold that currency as kind of a buffer. It's their cushion against instability in various types of markets and investments.
I mean, we see this, with the currently, I think, still ongoing Ukraine and Russia situation. But we've seen more of the effect on prices of things like oil, right, as well as other products that might ship back and forth around those two regions. But then now we get more detail into how a situation like that might even affect things like currency, because you never
Right,
think about
right.
it, right? You think, okay, higher prices on certain things because they can't ship back and forth, but just currency.
Exactly. I mean, you might think of the currency for that specific country,
Yeah.
but nothing like Switzerland. But
Yeah.
that's how connected the global economy is.
Indeed. Okay. 네, 오늘의 5분 상식 스위스프랑, the Swiss franc, 스위스와 리히텐슈타인의 법정 통화 이름입니다. 오늘의 5분 상식이었습니다. 김대리, 퇴근하나?
예, 부장님.
집이 교회종이지? 같은 방향인데 같이 가지? 요즘 회사 생활 어떤가?
예, 저 열심히 잘하고 있습니다.
결혼 생활도 재밌지?
예, 뭐 즐겁죠, 예. 저 그 라디오라도 좀.
그래, 라디오.
네가 저번 주에 온 신참인 것 같네.
22번 훈련병!
진짜 회사 생활 쉽지 않다. 어색한 이 순간 인사이드 아웃 부산과 함께하세요. 오늘은
TMI Busan.
Time for TMI Busan with Queen TMI, the ruler of all TMI here at BFM. We have Hailey with us here in the studio. Hi, Hailey.
Indeed. Hello.
Yeah. How's it
is
going?
It's pretty good. I discovered, speaking of TMI, is a new, very, very adorable cafe in Suyong, I believe.
Oh, that's my neighborhood.
망미 Suyong area. Yeah.
I don't go. 저 망미 쪽으로는 많이 안 가는데.
That's
more
so
like
close. So close.
Yeah.
Come on.
I've been getting I've been hearing for a lot of people. I mean, if you live there, it's not maybe it's like one subway stop away and you just got to walk around a little bit. There's so much to explore over
There's
there.
so much to do. Yeah.
Mangmi, that's the place to be. You do a lot of these, searching for like 맛집 / cafes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Busan's a great city for that.
It is definitely. I'm taking notes on all the places you visit too. Oh, that looks nice. Hailey posting on her very.
Stop following me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can't help it. Hailey, what do you have for us today?
All right. So first, Busan TMI for multi-children families. 다자녀가정. It's coming. It's not here quite yet. It's coming in, what's the date? Let's do the math. 7 days. Starting on October 31st, Busan City will officially implement the new criteria for multi-child homes at the end of this month.
네.
So it has announced that starting on the 31st, families with 2 or more kids will qualify as multi. So we're getting to the very bare minimum of what constitutes multi,
Yeah.
which it used to be 3. And then with the birth rate, now it's down to 2.
Yeah, exactly.
So then they can get the new family love card, so 가족 사랑 카드. So the changes are in reflection of the low birth rate, which is coming as young people become very anxious about the future. And because of this, the uncertainties, their perspectives on marriage and family planning, it's not really an option anymore for a lot of young people. So the realities of raising children gets tougher and, so the city's trying to at least do its part to help out. So what this means is that on October 31st, if you have 2 children or more, but if you have more, you probably already have this card. And this is really convenient. You can actually download the B Pass, that's just letter B, Pass application. That's the official Busan City app, and apply for that card anytime. So you don't even have to go to the community center or your district office. And as for the benefits, and this is the best, you get 50% off of public parking lots.
Nice.
Yeah, sports facilities, as well as anything from participating stores, doctors' offices, private academies, and so much more. And if you have 2 or more children, private academies, that can definitely add up.
Oh, yeah.
So So check out the full list of benefits on the city's website, busan.go.kr. also, on November 1st, that's the Day of Multi-Children Families, designated by Busan City. The city is also going to be holding a commemoration ceremony.
Talk about timing, right? And
Yeah.
right before that, the changes to the new criteria for multi-children families and the benefits that families do receive. It has gone from 3 down to 2.
It's really, also TMI, because I feel like TMI Busan is like TMI about Hailey plus some Busan news. So my family, we're a children family. There are 3 of us.
네.
Can you imagine how loud it is?
Oh, if there were two other kids with the same volume,
Yeah.
same tone,
Same frequency
And
of words, same volume of words.
as you.
But then it's so funny because when my older sister was born, it was kind of the have the one child, like the unofficial one child policy. Like the byline was, I think, 하나만 낳아 잘 기르자. And then when I was born, it was the 둘만 낳아 잘 기르자. So have 2 kids and raise them well.
Yeah.
And then by the time number 3 was born, we were like, everyone was like, oh, you guys are patriots. But then we're too, like our age gap is too far apart to have benefited from any of this.
Oh.
So, I couldn't, my family couldn't, but everyone, please go ahead.
Yes.
Get your cards.
The option is out there, but this is totally up to you, of course, right? You do have the choice, but I think our city is doing a great job too.
You do have the choice of family planning.
Yeah.
If you have 2 kids already,
Oh,
go get that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean the card in general?
Yeah,
Oh, I
the
thought you
card.
meant
Oh,
to
no.
get the card.
That's your call. I'm not touching that.
Oh, see, this is the Aja and me coming out again. Oh, okay. But yeah, sounds good. From 3 to 2, now more families could take advantage, benefit from the multi-children policy that our city has changed now, it seems
Yes.
like. What's next?
All right, next is 이기대, which will soon, well, maybe a little bit more than soon, be the Culture and Arts Park.
Oh,
So
okay.
Mayor Park Hyung-jun last Friday announced the plans to turn 이기대 into an 이기대 Art Park. That's kind of hard to say.
Art Park.
Art Park, thank you. So the city will get input from experts and citizens and come up with the basic plan. So 이기대 is, of course, this beautiful cliffside natural park, a geopark. It covers some 4.8 kilometers of long coastal trails and a 1.2 million square meter of land. So the city has actually purchased parts of the land that was privately owned from the Samsung Culture Foundation that previously owned the land. So it is entirely owned by the city, so it can do whatever it wishes. So the mayor said that the key will be, of course, preserving the beautiful coastal cliffs and natural resources, but at the same time, turning it into a global landmark. So he actually pointed to some examples like the Japanese art museum, Chichu Museum in Naoshima, and the Louisiana Museum of Modern Art in Denmark as examples of kind of this modern art and buildings going together with nature to be a major landmark. So the plan is to get help from world-class architects, get input, and there are talks of building a Busan branch of Paris's Pompidou Modern Art Museum on that site. So I'll be looking forward to that.
All right, so upping the access to culture, it seems like, in general here in Busan with those plans. Yeah, because, I would not frequent, but many times I like to walk along the trails from Namcheon, from that one end where it's Namcheon. From Gwangan Bridge.
Yeah.
From there, I would walk along the coast.
To Orukdo?
Orukdo. And then I
Right.
think that's passing Igide on the way. And that big open area with those lots of steps. It's nice just if you want to go catch some, sea breeze, maybe even if you go there to watch the fireworks festival, it's nice. But I was like, but other than those times, I feel like they could use this space, this huge space that they have for something a bit more, I don't know, efficient,
Right.
That's beneficial to the citizens. So it seems like they do have plans to do just that.
Absolutely. And I've read comments on Busan City social media that announced this. And a lot of people were concerned about, infringing upon nature. So
That's true,
definitely
too.
striking that balance.
Yeah.
And there are some great architects these days who use sustainable materials and kind of designing buildings that really don't disrupt the flow of nature. So hopefully this will be that.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't disrupt my walks that I like to take. along
Your,
the coast.
annual walks on the coast.
아니에요. It's like, once
Dude,
every
you don't even go
3
to
months.
Mangmi. And that's like 20 steps from your home. So
All right, I should go more
yeah.
often though. What's next?
All right, moving on. It's the 동백플러스 Street. What is this? So Busan City announced that it is designating these 동백플러스 streets as
Oh.
specialized zones for additional cashback benefits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it is 동백전, but it's also a little bit different from 동백전 because 동백전 is of course that card where you can get cash back from participating stores.
네.
But then because it has a card operator, different banks, businesses do have to pay commission, a usage fee to get it. But if you go onto your 동백전 app, on the upper right corner there is a pay with QR, and you can obviously also
and
see my balance.
Haley's
Yeah.
That's really TMI.
Yeah, that's
a little
super TMI. Yeah, but you can see the QR 결제하기 option.
Yeah.
You pay with QR code, and if you do this to pay for whatever with your QR code, then businesses don't have to pay commission. So instead, they're giving you more cash back.
That's awesome.
Instead of giving it to the large corporations,
That's
credit
awesome.
card companies, it comes back into your pocket.
That's win-win on both sides.
It is win-win on both sides. So always kind of look for that option if you can. And from now on, the 온천천 Cafe Street, lovely place, and the 송정 Surf Village, they are designated 동백플러스 specialized zones.
Nice.
So this is kind of a congregation of businesses that offer the QR payment options on the 동백전 app. And whenever you use that QR code, then you can receive not only the city's basic cashback, additional cashback, and the business's individual discounts. So yeah, win-win and win.
Yeah.
Ka-ching. So there are 32 such participating stores in 온천천 and 11 businesses in 송정. So yeah, lots of options. Also, you can also go onto that 동백전 app and yeah, we're going to do this right here. If you go
Walk
to
us through it, walk
the
us through
very
it.
bottom, the bottom menu, next to that home button onto the right is 가맹점 찾기. So it's find participating stores. And if you go there, it'll give you a map and a list of places that offer cashback, how much cashback they offer
네.
right around you.
That interface looks
Yeah.
pretty updated. See, I
Right?
haven't updated my apps in quite a while. That looks different from my 동백전 app.
아재. See, it's once again, I try not to, but you're
Yeah.
such an 아재.
See, with me updating like apps on my phone, I update it when
Update
it's
your apps. It's cybersecurity is very important.
yeah. See, but I usually find myself updating when it tells me that you cannot use the app unless you update it. That's when I update it. But if they ask you, there's an update available, do you want to do it now? I'm like, no, I want to use the app right now. Do it later.
Oh no. Oh,
So
no.
that's the 아재미 once again. 저랑 Hailey 나이 차이 얼마 안 됩니다. Hailey, we have time for one last bit of news.
All right, wellness tourism. If people like Minsu, who don't update their apps,
네.
are getting stressed out,
네.
so stressed,
So
you can
stressed.
visit one of these 6 wellness tourism spots
Oh, okay.
designated by Busan City.
네.
So number 1, it's the healing forest within Busan's Children's Park. That's in
여기는
Seoul.
가봤어요.
Oh, you have. And then there's the Aopsan Mountain Forest
I've
in
been here as well.
Gijang, right? What about the Kwangali subzone?
I passed by it many times.
Of course, many
Never
have.
participated.
All right, how about this? In Seogu, there's a Daewonjeongsa temple. It's a Buddhist temple.
I don't think I've been here.
See, because we always go to like 해동용궁사 or
Yeah.
범어사. But then there are also these little pockets in mountains where there are these very serene temples. 홍법사 as well in Kumjonggu, that's another temple.
네.
And Club the Oasis, that's the water park at LCT. So these combine the ocean, forest, healing. So going back to that theme of combining nature. There we go.
잠깐만. The water park at LCT is considered a wellness.
Take it up with Busan City. I mean, wellness. You're active.
I think wellness now that it's cold and not a lot of people are swimming.
That's
now
true.
you actually have like a bit of like
Kind of room to actually swim around.
yes, a peace of mind a little bit that you can get because during summertime people were like it's nice. But don't go during summer, you know what I mean? Because there's so many people there.
Yeah.
So, folks, if you're looking for a little bit of stress relief and just wellness in general from all the stress that modern technology is giving you, like what I'm going through right now with my app updates, these are some of Busan City designated wellness tourism spots that you could check out.
There you go.
Nice, Hailey. Thank you so much. That will do it for today's TMI. We'll catch you back here next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And that will do it for our number one of Inside Out Busan. Folks, we'll see you back here at 7 to take us out. This is New Jeans, Super Shy.
I'm super shy, but wait a minute while I make you mine, 떨리는 지금도 you're on my mind all the time. I wanna tell you, but I'm super shy. I'm super shy, but wait a minute while I make you mine, 떨리는 지금도 you're on my mind all the time. I wanna tell you, but I'm super shy. And I wanna go out with you. Where you wanna go? Find a little spot, just sit and talk, looking pretty. Follow me. 우리 둘이 나란히 보이지? 내 눈이 갑자기 빛나지? When you say I'm a dream. You don't even know my name, do you? You don't even know my name, do you? 누구보다도 I'm super shy, but wait a minute while I make you mine. 떨리는 지금도 you're on my mind all the time. I wanna tell you, but I'm super shy. I'm super shy, but wait a minute while I make you mine. 떨리는 지금도 you're on my mind all the time. I wanna tell you, but I'm super shy. 나 원래 말도 잘하고 그런데 왜 이런지 I don't like that. Something out about you, yeah, you're special and you know it all the time, babe. I'm super shy, but wait a minute while I make you mine. 떨리는 지금도 you're on my mind all the time. I wanna tell you, but I'm super shy. I'm super shy, but wait a minute while I make you mine. 떨리는 지금도 you're on my mind all the time. I wanna tell you, but I'm super shy. You don't even know my name, do you?
시청역이 도보 2분의 차,
대형마트도 근처에 차,
초등학교도 안심통학권의 차,
착착착 집중 밀차.
신주거 타운의 중심에서 누리는 초집중 라이프.
시청역 해모로 센티아.
아파트 11월 오픈 예정 051-861-7952 HJ중공업.
괜찮아 조금 불편해도 환경을 위해 너무 괜찮아. 일회용 대신 머그컵, 비닐봉지 대신 에코백, 물티슈 대신 손수건. 우리의 실천 하나하나 모여 세상을 바꿔요. 깨끗한 세상 플라스틱 제로, 일회용품 제로. 함께해서 참 좋은 우리의 시민 불편한
이 캠페인은 부산환경공단이 함께합니다.
안녕하세요. 운동 유튜버 심으뜸입니다. 요즘 친환경에 필요한 게 뭔지 아세요? 바로 내 몸. 밖에선 한정거장 거리 정도는 걷기. 유산소 운동 효과에 탄소 배출 감소 효과까지. 안에선 안 쓰는 플러그 뽑기 스쿼트. 하체 근력 강화 효과에 기후변화 방지 효과까지. 어때요? 효과 확실하죠? 몸 좀 움직였을 뿐인데 건강도 아끼고 환경도 아끼고 친환경 피지컬 함께 시작해볼까요? 공익광고 협의회.
The time is now 7 o'clock.
꼬리에 꼬리를 무는 품격 있는 토크. 시끄러워 죄송합니다. Inside Out Busan.
Welcome back. This is Inside of Busan, second hour of our program. My name is Min Soo Shin. Thank you so much for joining us. I do hope you are enjoying your evening as well as the program. Let's see, we have Ryu Sang-hyo님 on our YouTube saying 마카레나 아니면 강남 스타일. Macarena. When was the Macarena? And even the Macarena dance, very easy, very popular. But when did that come out? 우리 원장님 나이도 계속 조금씩 보이네요. 네. We also have 가보자고님 saying, someone do the 띵띵땅땅 challenge, please. But not me. 띵띵땅땅 challenge는 못 본 것 같은데. What is this? I'm gonna have to look this up. The Ding Ding Dang Dang Challenge. I'll look it up while everybody else is listening to today's On the Mic. Right, we're gonna kick things off for the second hour with On the Mic, where we get to hear the voices and the stories of Busan citizens. Let's see who we have for today.
안녕하세요, 제니입니다. 오늘은 조금 특별한 분을 모셔보았는데요. 인터넷 쇼핑몰을 운영하고 계신 조인익 대표님 모셔보았습니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 부산에서 생활한복 쇼핑몰을 하고 있는 조인익이라고 합니다.
네, 만나서 반갑습니다. 이렇게 인터넷 쇼핑몰을 또 생활한복 인터넷 쇼핑몰을 운영하고 계신다고 했는데 주로 어떤 생활한복들을 판매하고 계신지 소개 부탁드립니다.
이제 판매하는 종목은 이제 아주머님들이 이제 절에 다닐 때 아니면 기도할 때 입는 그런 생활한복을 판매하고 있습니다.
아, 그럼 절에 다니시는 분들을 주 타겟으로 해서 관련된 생활한복, 절복 이런 것들을 판매하고 계시는 거군요. 네, 그렇다면 인터넷 쇼핑몰을 이렇게 운영하게 되신 계기가 무엇인가요?
원래 어릴 때부터 옷을 좋아해가지고 이제 패션 관련 대학교를 갔는데 이제 거기서 제가 하고 싶은 거랑은 조금 길이 다른 것 같아서 자퇴를 하고 이제 옷가게에서 일도 하고 또 뭐 남성복 쇼핑몰도 하고 이런 경험을 하다가 완전 생활한복 쪽으로 한번 해보자 생각을 하고 시작하게 되었습니다.
아, 그렇군요. 원래는 패션 쪽으로 공부도 하셨고 또 관련된 일도 조금 하시다가 이렇게 옷집에서 일도 하시고 결국에는 이렇게 생활한복 인터넷 쇼핑몰로 오시게 된 것 같은데요. 그렇다면 인터넷 쇼핑몰은 사실 일반적인 이런 오프라인 매장들과는 굉장히 다른 점들이 좀 많을 것 같아요. 근데 어떤 차이점들이 좀 있는가요?
일단 인터넷 쇼핑몰은 이제 가장 큰 장점은 24시간 운영이 돼서 오프라인 매장과는 온오프 시간이 없이 계속 영업을 할 수 있는 게 차이점인 것 같고요. 그리고 인터넷 쇼핑몰의 장점은 일단 창업 비용이 이제 크게 많이 안 들고 컴퓨터, 노트북 하나만 있어도 뭐 별다른 뭐 카페라든지 사무실, 집 어디서든 이제 인터넷 쇼핑몰이라는 장사를 시작할 수 있습니다. 그리고 또 다른 장점은 출퇴근 시간을 구애받지 않고 때와 장소를 가리지 않고 어디서든 일을 할 수 있고 또 잠을 자는 시간에도 계속해서 운영이 되기 때문에 장점이 되는 것 같습니다.
네, 그렇군요. 이렇게 정말 출퇴근 시간에 또 구애받지 않고 뭐 노트북이나 컴퓨터만 있어도 다 장사를 할 수 있다라는 게 가장 큰 장점이라고 말씀을 해주셨습니다. 그렇다면요, 이 일을 하시면서 어떤 점이 좀 가장 힘드신가요?
일단 첫 번째는 제가 판매하는 아이템이 생활한복이다 보니까 주 고객층의 연령대가 많이 높습니다. 그래서 컴퓨터를 잘 못하시거나 일단 주문 자체를 어려워하시는 분들이 많으시기 때문에 전화 응대가 많이 힘든 부분이 첫 번째고요. 두 번째는 이제 나이가 많으신 분들은 교환 반품에 대한 개념 자체가 아직은 많이 안 잡혀 계셔서 교환이나 환불 또는 그런 사소한 CS 부분이 되게 어려운 부분이 많습니다.
아, 그렇군요. 주 연령층이 조금 높은 편이다 보니 뭐 반품이나 환불에 관련된 부분 그리고 또 인터넷이나 컴퓨터를 사용하는 데 있어서 조금 불편함을 많이 겪으셔서 이런 부분들을 또 응대하시는데 좀 많이 힘들다고 느끼시는 것 같습니다. 네, 그렇다면 이제 저희의 마지막 질문인데요. 이렇게 힘든 일이 있었다면 반대로 어떤 순간 좀 가장 뿌듯하고 또 자부심을 느끼시는지 궁금합니다.
일단 생활한복은 일상복과는 다르게 특별한 날이라든지 뭐 행사 때 주로 많이 옷을 입는데 자녀분들이 이제 뭐 시골에 계시는 부모님의 선물을 주고 부모님께서 되게 기뻐하시고 몸에 잘 맞다고 하실 때가 가장 보람차고 기쁩니다.
아, 그렇군요. 보통 이제 어머님, 아버님들이 직접 이런 생활한복을 인터넷으로 주문하기가 어려우니 자제분들이 직접 구매를 해서 선물을 해드리고 하는데 이런 부분에 있어서 또 뿌듯함을 또 많이 느끼시는군요. 네, 좋습니다. 이렇게 해서 오늘 조이닉 대표님 모시고 인터뷰 진행해 보았는데요. 앞으로 정말 늘 번창하시길 바라겠습니다. 오늘 함께 해주셔서 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다.
Thank you so much. That was today's On the Mic. Our reporter Jenny having a lovely conversation with today's special guest, Mr. Cho In-ik, who currently runs an online shopping mall, right? And it's an online shopping mall that specializes in hanbok, and not just regular hanbok, 생활 hanbok. So hanbok you can kind of wear on even like a daily basis, right? So I'm sure you've seen people around here in Korea. They look like, I mean, for those people, you can't tell if they're like maybe like a Buddhist monk or something, but because they still have like regular hair, but the clothes they wear are like, it's fit for like a Buddhist temple. And that's actually part of 생활 한복, 그걸 절복이라고 하죠. So you might see a lot of people wearing those. And his shopping mall targets usually like men, but also more specifically women, middle-aged women, as well as elderly women. He does provide a lot of the 절복 and 생활 한복 on his website. So he does mention, I guess, a bit of the difference, especially when it comes to online shopping malls and offline stores. Of course, with online shopping malls, you could purchase it whenever and wherever, actually, right? I'm not saying you get it right away, but you have the option to do that. And when it comes to starting up a business like this, he mentioned the reason why he was more willing to get into it because it's relatively low when it comes to startup costs, requires only basically a computer or laptop when it comes to operation, managing of his company, and the flexibility of not being confined to commuting hours. You could do all this right in maybe your own office or maybe even your own home, right? He did point out, though, the most challenging aspect of his job because he does provide a product. And when it comes to products, people like it or they might not like the quality. So when dealing with customers, when dealing with exchanges or refunds, that's maybe a bit of a downer, I guess, for anybody that runs a business. If somebody wants a refund or exchange because they're not satisfied with the product, right? So that's something that he does experience a hardship or a difficulty in his line of work. But he says on the flip side of that, he takes great pride when young customers, they buy daily hanbok from him, from his online store, and they give it as gifts to their parents, especially when it comes to parents in rural areas. And he says he's been getting a lot of positive feedback about the quality, that he gets. People saying, that his hanbok fits well, it feels great. And see, this is me. I would love to try on like a 절복 or just like a 생활 한복 because of just how like roomy the hanbok looks. So I feel like, it's not very confining. It's not, like a skinny fit or a slim fit. It's very like, it's a very like regular / wide fit. And I'm all for clothes that just make me feel comfortable. So Inik님, thank you so much for your interview. I do hope with your business that you're running, wish you all the luck. And this is, something that I do hope that more and more people kind of get in on. I would love to see more 절복 and 생활 한복 just kind of out there. More people wearing it. I'd be down for that. I think if more people wear it, I'd be down to actually wear it. Can you imagine me wearing 절복 or 생활 한복 while doing the show? 작가님, 혹시 방송국에서 저한테 뭐라 할까요? 절복 입고 방송하면 뭐라 할 것 같아요. 오케이, 알겠어. 저는 참을게요, 그러면. All right, well, thank you so much to our reporter Jenny as well. That will do it for today's On the Mic. Oh, but, they look so comfortable. Well, let me ask. Dr. Liu, who is in the studio with me right now, I'm going to put him on screen as well as for our listeners. Dr. Liu, 안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다.
반갑습니다. Dr. Liu, do you have your own hanbok?
Yes, I have my own hanbok, but I only wore once when I was marrying my wife.
Oh, so you only wore it during like the pebek ceremony.
맞아요. 그거 한 번만 입고 and then I've never worn it.
Oh, okay.
It's staying in my closet for maybe more than 10 years.
If you put it on right now, would it fit?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Because I bought some very big one because the roomy and then the how can I say that the bigger one.
네. And would you like 생활 한복? Because not just 절복, but I feel like there is style of 한복 that people wear almost on a daily basis. Would you ever be willing to wear like daily 한복? 그냥 생활 한복 매일 입을 수 있는 한복.
Yes, I would love to do this, but I have to watch my belly because that gives me an opportunity to eat overeating a lot of stuff, indulging myself into a lot of greasy and something sugary food. So I wouldn't notice my belly is getting bigger. So that's why it doesn't have any belts. It's just a tie around my waist.
그렇구나. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I just want to hear your input because me too. I don't own 한복 at all. 저도 패백 때 근데 그때 빌려 입었거든요. 빌려 입었고 I don't have my own 한복, and people are like, oh, why don't you? That's something like one set of like 한복 is something that everybody should own at least one time in their life.
근데 once you try 한복, you would really have a hard time resisting wearing this. Again, because 한 번 입으면은 정말 편해가지고 정말 배가 나와도 가려지고.
Maybe that's why I shouldn't wear hanbok then, right? Plus, I think my wife would be a little embarrassed to walk around with me if I were to wear hanbok all the time. Dr. Lee, thank you so much for your input. Let's take a quick song break. We'll be back with more. This is Elton John and Charlie Puth with After All.
You're better than my dreams. Thought I found love so many times till you showed
Elton John and Charlie Puth with After All. Hopefully you enjoyed that little number. The time is now 7:16 here in the studio. Welcome, everybody. This is hour number 2 of 인싸의학 Busan, and I'm your host, Min-Soo Shin. How goes your evening? I do hope you are doing well. Let's see what the weather and traffic is looking like here in Busan City. Busan City currently averaging 18 degrees here in Busan. When it comes to the weather and temperature tomorrow, well, temperature-wise, 14 degrees when it comes to a morning low and an afternoon high of 23. So according to the calendar, right now it's Sanggang, which is known as the last stretch of the autumn season. It's also the onset of frosty weather. So that means, when fall ends, comes winter, right? Well, tomorrow, though, it's not going to look like exactly Sanggang. Clear autumn weather, and it will be warmer than usual, actually, in the afternoon. So, in general, a nice day tomorrow. 오늘은 가을 끝, 겨울 시작인 상강이라는 절기인데요. 다행히 부산은 이번 주 따뜻한 날씨를 보이겠습니다. So good news. When it comes to traffic, we have congestion on 번영로 from 오륜 Tunnel going towards 수영 Tunnel. There's also congestion on 수영 강변대로 from Senta Middle School going towards 과정교 Bridge. Slow-moving traffic on 중앙대로 from Yeongju Junction going towards 초량 Junction. Everybody, drive safe. That is the name of the game. No, that's weird to say. No, it's not a game. Driving is never a game, right? But safety should be your priority. What you keep in mind when you're behind the wheels all the time. All right, so today I wanted to ask our listeners, have you checked out any of these dance challenges that are just taking social media by storm, right? Especially K-pop dance challenges. I think I should be very specific. 요즘 미국에서도 K-pop dance challenge를 많이 참여하는 편입니다. When it comes to social media, a lot of people from not just the US, but places in Europe, basically even non-Koreans outside of Korea are getting in on these K-pop dance challenges. It's crazy. So not only are we continuing to see a boom in the K-pop industry around the world, this is spurred on more by all these dance challenges of K-pop stars releasing their single or their album, and they do it with a dance challenge they want to kind of put out on social media, and everybody's biting at it. Everybody wants to try it out, and not just other dancers. I'm talking from as young as, people in their teens, maybe even younger, to even office workers, right? 직장인들. I haven't seen too much elderly do it. Looking at the dance moves, a lot of these, K-pop, they range like the difficulty, 난이도는요. They go from like easy to you have to be a dancer to be able to do this choreography. Like the smoke challenge I'm talking about. That song, 보는 재미는 있는데 따라하는 거는 would not want to try. So it seems that, if people have tried it, or people want to try it, or people just have in general interest in this kind of challenge. So we have 가보자고님 saying you wanted somebody to do the ding ding tang tang challenge, and I didn't know what the ding ding tang tang challenge was, and you followed up by ding ding tang tang is a Vietnamese song titled Si Trin. It went viral. So I looked it up like I said I would during the song break, and I've heard of it, and I've seen the dance challenge. This is something that was really popular. The music's really catchy. 그냥 그 highlight 부분이, it's like an earworm. It kind of it continues to kind of play out in your mind and in your ear. 중독성이 있어요. But not just that. There's actually a choreography to go along with it. You might have seen just people do it in general on social media. Even sports athletes during like halftime shows, I've seen partake in this. So yeah, this is a very trendy dance challenge, the Ding Ding Tang Tang challenge, what they call it on social media. 가보정님, you also comment on when we were talking about 절복, right? You said my friends and I wore 절복 and did temple stay. You stayed at a temple overnight and did 3,000 bows. It felt so serene. 3,000 bows? 그거 그렇게 많이 하나요? I thought you followed up saying, oh no, just 108 bows. We couldn't bow 3,000 times. 맞아요. 3,000번 할 수는 있겠죠. But I can't imagine just a regular person doing 3,000 bows. Even 108, that's got to be tough. I think I mentioned yesterday I went on a hike up 다름산. 다름산 starts at the bottom because it starts at the 옥정사 temple in 기장. And in the middle, 거기 중간에 108개 계단 그 부분이 있었거든요. So 108 stairs. I forgot what the significance of the number 108 was. But man, bowing 108 times sounds tough. Even going up 108 stairs, that's not the easiest thing to do, right? Maybe if it was at the beginning of my hike, I would have 108, no problem. 근데 그 108계단이요. 중간쯤에 있었어요. Like when I'm the most tired. And, basically I was kind of like this inner struggle. Like, should I continue or should I head back down? But no, I saw things through and I got towards, I got to the peak, so no problem. So, 가보자고님, you and I, 108 is a very significant number in our past experiences. Thank you so much for all your just input on the dance challenges. I think this is just a message. The thing that we could take from this is, young or old, there's no age limit when it comes to dance or even trying it out. So, folks, I guess, if you could post it on your own social media, I think good for you. I think that's awesome. But, if you're kind of a bit on the shy side like me or don't want to, destroy people's eyes with the image of you dancing, try it out at home. Why not, right? Hailey says she mentioned, she does it when she's by herself and nobody's looking, and it's fun. 저도 한번 혼자 있을 때 한번 해보겠습니다. These dance challenges. I might pull something like a muscle or tweak my back, right, while doing it. But I tried. That's what counts. All right, 7:23 in the studio. It's Tuesday, second hour of our show. That means we have our in-house resident doctor joining us. Let's get to today's 인싸의학. Time for 인싸의학. Let's welcome back to the studio and on the mic we have Dr. Ryu. Dr. Ryu, 안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요. 닥터입니다. 반갑습니다.
And the mask comes off. Dr. Ryu, you're looking rather sharp today.
That's right, because I'm going to some kind of ceremony. I want to mention it because I'm going to be a party pooper, wet pooper, or something like that, because I'm going to participate in some kind of a little bit serene ceremony after this.
Okay.
So I'm not going to reveal it because it's going to make you down a little bit. Anyhow, 108. 예, 108. 제가 정말 여러분들 저기 이 자리에 있어서 여러분들에게 도움이 될 수 있다면 정말 너무 감사하고 이 자리는 정말 this studio enlightens me. This studio rejuvenates me.
Really?
This studio is the how can I say, the fountain of youth and fountain of energy and the power.
Dr. Yu is having a very spiritual moment right now here on Inside Busan.
Yes. You know what? I just came across. You know why? The baseball. My son is really into baseball.
Okay.
He's really crazy. He's a baseball fanatic. And then one day he counted all the seams and stitches on a baseball. And then he said that it has 108 seams, 108 stitches.
Did he do it just with one baseball, or is it consistent with other baseballs?
Consistent with other baseball.
Really?
Yes. And then I looked it up.
네.
And then why does it have not only but 108 stitches?
네.
That stitchy holds the key to unlock the secrets of various pitch types, like ball movements and the speed. Without the stitch, without those stitches, the baseball would not be able to run as fast as more than 100 kilometers per hour.
So the stitches is what helps when it comes to the speed and the spin of the balls too.
맞아요.
그걸 생각 못 해봤네요.
그렇죠, 108. 그래서
That's interesting.
Yeah, my son counted all the stitches one day, and then he said 108. 108? What about other baseball? He counted all the baseball stitches.
Interesting.
Yeah, and looked it up on internet. It's universal. It's not only in Korea, but also in the Major League Baseball.
Baseballs in general, the standard is 108
Yes.
stitches.
예, also 또 불교에서 또 108이 이게 번뇌래요.
Oh yeah, because that's what I was wondering. Because you know, 가보자고님 says 108 bows, and me 108 stairs on the mountains. What does 108 mean when it comes to Buddhism?
이게 그 번뇌를 의미한대요. I just looked it up. I've never heard of it before. But 이게 번뇌 이런 걸 갖다가 그 참고 하는 뜻이래요. You're asking the wrong person anyhow.
Okay.
아무튼 it has very meaningful number.
Yeah, 108. I looked it up, and it looks like it's a very symbolic number in Buddhism. But you know, that's for another segment, for a whole nother day, for a whole nother corner.
Right.
Dr. Du, for today's 인싸의학, real quick, we do want to keep things, consistent with your 아직 개그.
I'm a man of consistency.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, consistent 하고 싶어요.
네.
오늘 아직 개그는 Korean이에요. Korean. You have to if you
So the answer is in Korean.
In Korean, and then the question is going to be in Korean. Korea is located in a northeast. That's right, a peninsula. We are located in a peninsula.
South Korea.
South Korea, surrounded by three sides
of
and
water.
then 서해, 남해, 동해.
네.
남해 서해 앞바다, 남해 앞바다, 동해 앞바다 있죠. Each has their own unique equivalent of their kind of opposite of those 서해 앞바다, 남해 앞바다, 동해 앞바다의 반대가 있어요.
네.
서해 앞바다의 반대, 남해 앞바다의 반대, 동해 앞바다의 반대는 뭘까요?
서해 엄마랑 동해 엄마랑 남해 엄마. 잖아요, 그러면.
I'm so sorry.
Dr. Du, I know you. I know you.
You're in my mind.
That's a good one, though. That's a good one.
Okay.
All right, now that we have that out of the way, let's get to the important part. What are you covering today?
Okay, I'm gonna cover two things. One is a short one. I'm gonna make it really quick first of all. And the first one is patch, especially the painkiller patches.
Patches.
이게 파스죠, 우리나라 말로.
Oh, okay.
열 파스, 냉 파스, 무슨 파스 많죠.
Yeah.
Patches. Some people are very allergic to those patches, but some people aren't having allergies against these patches. So 이게 정말 중요합니다.
네.
Do you think how many people live without any painkillers?
What do you mean? How many people?
Until they die.
Like they never have pain. They never take.
Okay, how many people?
Ibuprofen at all.
Never until die.
Before they pass.
How many people? How many people?
근데 I've come across a good number of stubborn people that refuse to take any type of medicine when they have a headache or muscle ache. Maybe, I don't know, like 20%?
Maybe, I don't know. That's not the answer I'm getting at. What I want is you have to know this fact that if you are allergic to any painkiller patches.
Oh, that's what you're looking for.
예, 이게 정말 이게 여러분 패치 붙일 때 알러지가 있어서 막 가렵고 피부가 막 벗겨지거나 하는 사람들은요.
네.
어찌고 프로펜에 알러지가 있다는 걸 꼭 아셔야 됩니다. 아이부프로펜, 케토프로펜, something 프로펜. 프로판에 알러지가 있다. 꼭 사고가 납니다. 이게 의사들도 we cannot predict whether that's going to happen or not. We're not a god. We can foresee the future. We cannot.
I see. But I also know people that say that they do not put on passe, the patches, because their skin turns too red or it gets a little itchy. So that's a form of being allergic to the passe, right?
그렇죠.
But they've never told me that they never taken, painkillers.
그렇기 때문에 그런 분들이 병원에서 주사 맞고 효기 와요.
Really?
네. 그래서 파스에 알러지 있는 사람들은 나는 프로판 계열의 알러지가 있다라고 의료진들한테 꼭 얘기를 하셔야지 해열이나 진통으로 인해서 주사를 맞고 쇼기 오거나 사고가 안 생깁니다. 그걸 의사들이 알 수가 없어요.
How would you test it? I mean, would you just put on 파스 and see the reaction, or would you go to the hospital?
붙여가지고
네.
보는 거죠. 그걸
okay.
알려주셔야 됩니다.
네.
그래서 항상
interesting.
사고가 나서
네.
의사들이 항상 조마조마하고 그래서 그런 계열의 주사를 특히 이제 개인 클리닉에서는 잘 안 쓰려고 합니다.
네. Interesting. Good to know. Good information. So that's one thing that you want to get to fill our listeners in on. What's the other thing?
The other thing is pneumonia, mycoplasma pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
The reason why I brought that up is the other day I read an article that says 그 타일랜드의 프린세스가 went coma after contracting this virus. Not virus, actually, it's a bacteria.
The pneumonia bacteria.
pneumonia bacteria.
Okay.
그 공주 이름은 말하기가 어려워서 어렵지만 여하간 44세 female이고 she went coma after contracting the virus.
Goodness. Okay.
그래서 이게 이 소문이 퍼지면서 이제 그 태국하고 Chinese people are flocking to pharmacy to as many medicine as possible, just trying to get a hold of those medicine.
Okay, so today focusing on pneumonia, it looks like it is a hot topic. First, tell our listeners, what exactly is it?
그렇죠. pneumonia는 폐렴입니다. 폐렴.
네.
폐렴은 폐에 고름이 차는 거예요. 폐를 보시게 되면 what do lungs do our body?
They bring in
oxygen and they breathe out CO2. Yes.
Push out carbon dioxide.
So when we contract some kind of nasty germs like virus or bacteria, you might have a hard time breathing and then maybe cough up some phlegms.
Okay.
phlegm이라 그러면 가래라고 하죠. 가래.
네.
혹시 의대생이나 간호사분들이나 의료계에 계시는 분들은 항상 스퓨툼이라고 얘기를 하는데 스퓨툼 하면은 객담이라는 거고요.
네.
여하간 가래가 많이 있죠. 이게 그 SARS도 그랬고 MERS도 그랬고 또 COVID-19도 그랬지만 이게 respiratory symptom 있으면은 you might experience your shortness of breath, and then you might end up having, instead of worst case scenario, you might end up with ARDS, acute respiratory distress syndrome, and then you might die of it. Anyhow, 이것이 이제 폐렴이 걸리는데요.
네.
마이코플라즈마가 바로 그거를 이제 중국에서도 많이 유행했고 우리나라에서 옛날에 유행했던 그런 폐렴의 균입니다.
Okay.
네.
Now, there's pneumonia, and then there's atypical pneumonia, isn't there?
맞아요. 어떻게 알았어요?
Oh, you had me ask that question in your script.
오케이. 티피칼이 있고, 티피칼은 전형적인 폐렴이 있고 비전형적인 폐렴이 있어요.
So atypical.
Yes, atypical이에요. 왜 이게 atypical이냐면 여러분 폐렴 하면 나타나는 증상이 어떤 게 있을 것 같아요. You might cough from some phlegms, and then you might show some fevers, and then you might chill, and also you might experience myalgia.
Yeah.
But atypical pneumonia is not a conventional pneumonia. The symptoms are very, very mild. So another name for referring to atypical pneumonia is walking pneumonia, because you just walk around without knowing that you are carrying or you are spreading those nasty germs. So that's why it's called atypical pneumonia. 비전형적인 폐렴이라 그래요. 폐렴이 전형적일 경우에는요, 가래가 많고 기침이 많고 열이 나고 그리고 또 엑스레이를 찍으면 한 곳이 고름으로 차 있는데 비전형적인 폐렴은 그렇지가 않고 기침도 별로 없고 그다음에 증상도 약하고 감기인지 아니면은 폐렴인지 잘 모르는데 나중에 점점 숨차기 힘들고
네.
엑스레이를 찍어보면 이게 SARS인지 아니면은 코비드인지 구분이 안 될 정도로 그냥 뿌옇게 보이는 거를
네.
하는데 우리 의과대학생들한테는 족보예요 이게. atypical pneumonia.
So, Dr. Liu, now that we know what pneumonia and atypical pneumonia is, I've heard a lot of people saying if you have a cough, 그 기침이 폐렴으로 변할 수가 있다고 하는데 can coughs turn into pneumonia, or does that mean right from the beginning we had pneumonia in the first place?
It depends upon cases, but usually cough precedes pneumonia symptoms. 그래서 처음에 coughing 있고 sneezing 있고 rhinorrhea, stuffy nose 이런 게
So
있고.
it looks like maybe a common cold.
Common cold
in the
that's
beginning.
right? So doctors cannot tell whether this one is a common cold or it's a pneumonia, whether this one is a SARS or whether this one is COVID-19 until we run some tests.
So, because you know how colds, anybody can catch a cold. So does that mean anybody's at risk of pneumonia?
맞습니다. Anybody at risk of pneumonia. But mycoplasma, the one that was on news media recently, was just for younger kids less than 2 years old, and then elderly over the age of 65. 나이가 많거나 젊은 어린 2살 아래에 있는 사람들한테 위험할 수 있죠.
So very high risk of mycoplasma, but when it comes to pneumonia, a lot of people, pretty much anybody can be at risk. But what about 극복하는 능력은요? Like when it comes to recovering from pneumonia.
Okay. You've experienced common colds once, at least more than once.
Oh yeah, I
life.
feel like
That's right.
I feel like twice a year.
That's right.
These days. 한 감기는 2번 정도 걸리는 것 같습니다.
Okay. 그럴 때 how do you feel like your phlegm? How do you get the phlegm?
Actually, yeah. You know, in America, it's weird. In America, whenever I get a cold, it's usually just like a runny nose. 근데 한국 오니까 감기 걸릴 때요. Runny nose is followed by very phlegmy throat.
그쵸.
네.
Phlegmy throat. 그때 이게 가래가 좀 찐덕.
Yes.
찐덕하죠. Very, how can I, turbid, a little bit sticky.
And thick.
Thick. 맞아요. Thick. That's the proper correct term. 그쵸. thick하죠. 그런 걸 갖다가 묽게 해줘야지 감기를 빨리 나을 수가 있거든요.
네.
어떻게 하면 the best way to get rid of all the thick mucus phlegm, which is by taking a lot of
water.
Water, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say wash it down.
Oh,
with
yeah,
water.
wash it down. That's right. Yeah, 물 타는 거예요.
네네.
여러분들 물 타기를 잘하셔야 됩니다. 몸에다가
okay.
물 많이 타셔야 됩니다. 물 많이 드셔야 되겠고 또 요즘 같은 때 이제 COVID-19 lockdown has been lifted, so that's why many people are allowed to go outside without wearing masks.
Yes.
But I would rather wearing masks, even if you are very competent, even if you have very strong competent immunity against all kind of germs.
Yeah.
But I always say the best way is always better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
그래서 항상 마스크를 쓰고.
맞아요. If even like these days, if I know I'm in an area where there's a lot of people and a lot of talking is going on, I don't know. I just feel more comfortable with the mask on, I guess. But that's something to keep in mind. So we've heard of the symptoms, when it comes to prevention, of course, drinking a lot of water, trying to have your mask on. Is there a vaccination for this?
I'm afraid not.
Oh,
because the mycoplasma pneumonia symptoms are very, very mild. And some people might get over it without taking any antibiotics. So many scientists have thought that inventing a lot of money on creating or developing this kind of vaccination against this kind of milder kind of pneumonia is quite a waste of money.
So they're not even attempting to find a vaccination for it because it's so close to a common cold.
That's right.
And a lot of people can get over pneumonia.
And also the antibody, our immune system, wears off as time goes by pretty easily. So that's why best way to prevent is just wash your hands and cover your mouth. 마스크를 겨울에 쓰면 좋은 게요.
네.
겨울은 드라이 할까요? 웻 할까요?
Dry.
드라이 하죠.
네.
그러면 드라이 할 때 눈이 건조증이 있는 사람들이 많이 있어요. 어떤 사람들이 눈에 건조증이 많을까요? 눈이 큰 사람이 건조증이 많을까요? 눈이 작은 사람이 건조증이 많을까요?
I guess the more surface, the more dryness you
눈이
could
큰 사람이 나처럼 눈덩이가 큰 사람, 눈알이 막 튀어나올 수 있는 그런 사람들은 눈이 건조해지기 쉬워요.
네.
그럴 때 마스크를 쓰면요.
네.
마스크에서 좀 약간 입김이 코로 나와서
the mist, I guess, from your breath,
from my
kind of
breath
keeps your eyes
it's a very
moist.
It's a self moisturizer.
That's something to keep in mind. Yeah.
그게 중요해요. 그러면은 저 여러분들 또 another hot topic that was dealt about a few days ago.
Okay.
인공 눈물, artificial eye drops are not going to be covered by the National Health Insurance.
Oh, they were previously.
Oh, they're going to implement this kind of rule in a couple of years.
Okay.
3년이나 몇 년 있다가 이거를 비급여로 전환한대요.
I feel like so you're talking about eye drops.
Eye drops, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
That's such a over the counter thing that you could buy even like 편의점s, don't they sell eye drops?
그죠, 맞아, 살 수 있는데요.
네.
안과에 가면은 또는 다른 과에 가서 눈이 건조하다 그러면은 안구 건조증으로 해가지고 안약 60개 이렇게 포터블로 주머니에 땅땅 넣을 수 있는 게
네.
그걸 갖다가 원래 단가가 한 3만 원, 4만 원 하는 건데요.
네.
보험이 되면은 그것에 뭐 20% 정도만 내면 되거든요.
아, 오케이.
우리나라 한국에서는 정말 의료 서비스가 너무나 어포더블 하잖아요.
그렇죠. 네.
근데 그걸 나중에 이제 안 되면 여러분들이 지금은 그 안약 인공 눈물을 막 물 쓰듯이 쓰는데
네.
나중에 그게 안 될 수 있으니까 그런 걸 막기 위해서는 눈은 좀 크게 하는 수술 같은 거 피하는 게 좋겠고요. 또 그다음에
Squint a little bit.
Yes,
Don't keep
squint a
it too
little
open.
bit.
네.
And wearing your mask is
걔는 왜 나 이렇게 째려보지? 라고 이렇게 생각하는데 아니에요. Because this person is trying to not buy too much eye drops, trying to keep their eyes as moist as possible.
Yeah,
right?
what's containing the eye drops? Plastic. So it's not only saving your health and then it's saving Earth.
It's also saving the environment. Oh, that's something to keep in mind. Good to know, Dr. Yu. I like these updates when it comes to just, just not the world of medicine and health, but also things like even like stuff like eye drops that you buy, changes in terms of the policies and rules here in Korea. Nice. Well, Dr. Yu, that will do it for today's 인싸의학. You have yourself a good rest of the night. We'll see you back here soon, okay?
Thank you. My pleasure.
감사합니다. And Dr. Yu, our next song is actually the song request you actually put in on our YouTube. You said you have a song request, Can't Fight This Feeling by REO Speedwagon. Well, congratulations, Dr. Yu. Here goes your song.
Thank you. It's my rebellious song when I was in adolescent turmoil period.
Started
안녕하세요. 고품격 영어 방송 인싸이 아웃 부산의 품격 있는 writer Steve입니다. Winners of Inside Out Busan listeners participation segment will get full course meal voucher from Golden Lizzie, a gourmet restaurant in Gyeonggi-dong and Yeonsan-dong, where you can taste cuisine from Michelin Guide featured Chef Kim. 미슐랭 셰프의 파인 레스토랑 골든 리지에서 10만 원 외식 상품권. A place to entertain your brain and eyes. Museum of Illusions. 당신의 눈과 뇌를 즐겁게 하는 곳. Museum of Illusion 부산 착시미술관 입장권. 언제나 맛있는 커피를 신선하게 만드는 양산에 위치한 인투 로스터리. Coffee voucher and a pack of fresh coffee whole beans sponsored by Into Roastery in Yangsan. A delicious brunch for two from Gorilla Brewing Busan, Gwangan branch, the leader of Korean handmade beer culture. 수제 맥주 전문점 고릴라 브루잉 부산에서 제공하는 식사권. We prepare admission tickets for the Busan X the Sky Top Floor Observatory, which is located at LCT in Haeundae, the highest place in Busan. 부산 대표 랜드마크 해운대 LCT에 위치한 하늘 위의 바다. 부산 X the Sky 전망대 입장권을 선물로 드립니다. IOB와 함께하는 품격 있는 선물. It's all yours, listeners.
All right, listeners, time to wrap up today's program with quote unquote. And you know, I always like to kind of connect today's quote with what we've been talking about this whole time on today's show. And today, you know, focusing on the dance challenges happening just on social media and how maybe like the older generation of people like myself, oh, it sounds weird to say like myself because I'm with a generation that might think that's not for me. Right? 그거는 나랑 좀 안 맞다, right? Or maybe it's more for like, you know, people that could actually dance, right? So today's quote, there's not a specific person that said this quote, but it's something that does get brought up on the topic of dance and aging. Today's quote says, "Life may be a dance, but let's hope the music doesn't notice we're aging." Okay. So it's a funny take on the process of aging. You know, as we grow older, I know a lot of us, we try to keep to our youthful self. We try to have as much energy as we can, hoping that the challenges of aging doesn't really kind of hinder our enjoyment of life in general. So that first part of the quote, life as a dance, life may be a dance, this suggests that life is this ever-changing thing because like dance, like you've seen in those trends, like those challenges, there's so many movements, so many changes taking place, right? I'm kind of like dancing with my arms, kind of moving around right now. And while we're doing this, we all hope that the challenges of aging doesn't slow us down or maybe kind of decrease the joy that we might find in our lives. So this quote, it reminds me that we should embrace just what life has to bring, like the youthfulness that we could still experience even at an older age at every stage. We should try to maintain a sense of humor, a sense of optimism as we try to get through we can't help this process of aging, right? You know, if we can't help it, why not take this mindset with it? We should strive to keep our spirits youthful, no matter what your age says. You know, things like staying open to new experiences, like trying on a dance challenge and finding joy in that, right? Just in life in general, the dance that we call life, the life that we call dance. So it encourages us to live in the present moment, and we should do our best to cherish the experiences, you know, that do bring us happiness and fulfillment, once again, regardless of that age. And if you think that fulfillment can be brought on by dance, why not, right? So hopefully this serves as an inspiration, maybe an encouragement to try out a dance challenge or two. 저는 아직 스모크 챌린지 정도는 안 될 것 같아요. 네. That chili challenge, the new one, it looks doable enough. I don't know. I got to practice it in front of the mirror just a little bit. But yeah, do it all in fun. Don't take it too seriously, all right? Nobody's going to judge you unless you put it up on social media. Maybe some people might judge you, right? But yeah, I think it'll be a laugh just for yourself, maybe in front of your family and friends. Why not? And that'll do it for today's show. A big thank you to everybody that participated on today's program. Yeah, I'll see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. To take us out, this is Eric Carmen with Hungry Eyes. Inside of Busan was written by Im Soo-jin, and it was hosted and produced by yours truly, Min Soo-shin. Folks, have a good one.
I've been meaning to tell you, I've got this feeling that won't subside. I look at you and I fantasize. You're mine tonight. Now I've got you in my sights. With these hungry eyes, one look at you and I can't disguise. I've got hungry eyes. I feel the magic between you and I. I wanna hold you so hear me out. I wanna show you what love's all about. Darling, tonight. Now I've got you in my sights. With these hungry eyes, one look at you and I can't disguise. I've got hungry eyes. I feel the magic between you and I. I've got hungry eyes. Now I've got you in my sights with the hungry eyes. Now did I take you by surprise? I need you to see this love was meant to be.
부산의 축제